I noticed on the overhead signs on the freeway, and because Alexa pops up a message in our kitchen smart speaker, that the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality issued a high pollution advisory for December 31st and New Year's Day, which is very confusing to me because we didn't have much traffic during the holidays, which is what I usually associate with air quality alerts. And the overhead signs did suggest carpooling, which is something we usually suggest for people expecting to party on New Year's, as in carpooling with a designated driver, as opposed to carpooling to work on New Year's Day. So what was the cause of our high pollution advisory? Did everybody use their fireplace to ward off the chill of the 60s and 70s we had to endure toward the end of the year? Or was it another kind of fire? The kind you hear at 12 midnight on New Year's. Yeah. It sounded worse than anything I heard in Iraq. And there was so much smoke in the air yesterday, you had to pin it on fireworks. But we may be getting more air quality alerts in 2024 because we will see many more cars on the road, because we're going to grow in 2024. Garrett Archer, data analyst with our TV partners at ABC 15, took a look at how Arizona ended 2023 and what's expected in 2024. And our state's population will grow to about 7.6 million. And
most of them are coming to the valley. Maricopa and Pinal counties are forecasted to add over 100,000 people, from 5.13 million to 5.24 million.
Wow. 5.25 million people living in the valley, and that means business activity will increase too. Garrett reports that economists at Comerica estimate that Arizona's gross domestic product will grow from $366 billion to $372 billion in this new year. That's an annualized increase of 1.6%. That's pretty decent growth. Inflation, though, however, is also expected to grow, but not as fast as it has in the past. But is it possible for it to grow as fast as 13%, which was the annualized rate we saw back in August of 2022? No, we ended this year with a 2.9% annualized rate, I should say last year now. And economists forecast a decline to about 2.4% nationwide by the end of the year. But how about the growth of voters? We are heading into an election year. So was it Republican voters or Democratic voters that grew in our state? It would be neither. Oh, sure, raw numbers of both parties grew, but percentage-wise, 2023 was the year we saw the rise of unaffiliated voters, commonly known as independents.
Independents lead both Democrats and Republicans in voter registrations. While this itself should not dramatically change Arizona's political landscape, it does mean that voters not tied to one of the major parties will have a larger voice in November.
Yeah, almost 35% of all registered voters are independents, but only 34.3% are Republicans. And Democrats don't even comprise 30% of the voters in our state. So there's going to be a lot of loud noises coming from your TV and your radio. They're called political ads. And there's going to be a lot of loud fights on Facebook and X and every other social media platform. And because of this semi-even split of affiliated and unaffiliated voters in Arizona, we could have another situation that not only includes the fireworks of politics this year, but also an election that could keep us up all night trying to figure out who won this or that race. Oh, joy.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's morning news and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.